What's up, everyone? This is Spillin' Tea with Chris G, and I'm going over the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood episode. I'm going to hit you guys with that top five highlights, and I'm going to go ahead and spill some tea for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So for my first highlight, continuing on with this mama beef. Oh my gosh. So at the end of last week's episode on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, A1's mom and Lyrica's mom, Lyrica Garrett and Pam got into it, and it caused a lot of commotion, and they was fighting and arguing and throwing drinks, and Pam is yelling and Lyrica is crying in the corner, and it just turned out all bad. But continuing on, A1 and Lyrica pretty much cleared out the restaurant. It was like a few people scattered off in the corner trying to eat, but they basically cleared everyone out. But it was so cute. A1 had came through with a brand new ring for Lyrica. Even though the moms wasn't there, he did go ahead and present it to her. And yes, in this episode, at the end, they did get married in Lancaster in a little church. A1 and Lyrica decided to go ahead and elope. They talked to Princess and Ray J about it, and they agreed that they should do it. Fizz was kind of taken off guard when A1 had met up with Fizz about it, but he also agreed too. He's like, with all that mama beef, you just be much happier if you just went ahead and did it. And also, Lyrica, she had met up with her mom. Her mom had did a performance, and she was just kind of going over the new ring situation and what happened at the restaurant. And the mom feels like she's losing her baby, basically, with Lyrica getting married to A1, and she is concerned about Lyrica being a part of A1's family and all this craziness. But you know what? You got to do what makes you happy. So congratulations to A1 and Lyrica. They are newlyweds. On to my second highlight. More drama. Shonda and Kyesha, aka Kyrak, aka Keisha. So Shonda had met up with Tia Marie in the studio. She was singing her new song, and I'll tell you guys more about it. But she was singing her new song, and she was telling Tia Marie that she found like a cool little spot to go ahead and do open mic. And Tia Marie was like, "Yeah, I'll come. I'll come along and see your performance." Shonda had admitted that she had posted it on Facebook, and Shonda was also telling Tia Marie about Kyesha stalking her on all of her social media outlets, DMing her, sliding up in her DMs with all this foolishness. So, after all that, Shonda, she did her performance at the open mic, and she's sitting down talking to Tia Marie, and all of a sudden Kyesha comes on, aka Kyrak, rapping about this 12-year relationship. Okay, first off, why are we doing this? Why do you have that tacky yaki underneath that hat? Why are you trying to go after a married woman when you should really be going after Willie? I mean, isn't he the target, not Shonda? Who cares? And so Shonda was like, come on, bring it on then. Drop that mic and bring it. So all of a sudden, Kyesha came running over to where Tia Marie and Shonda was at like a wild animal, and they just started fighting. And oh my gosh, Shonda's wig had came off, y'all. She had the Rameek hair. She had the D'Angelo braids under there. She had the before Meek Mill's glowed up braids up under there. I think she was more, I agree with Tia Marie. I think she was more mad about that them D'Angelo braids was exposed than fighting Kyesha. But it's crazy. At the end of all of that, Shonda had decided to write Willie a 4-page letter. Yes, y'all, from Aaliyah, a 4-page letter. And she's basically telling Willie, when you ready to talk about the situation and keep it 100, let me know. So next episode, we should see Willie and Shonda talking, and hopefully he keep it 100, because I'm tired of the lies. On to my third highlight. So Nikki is out here being a player. Nikki jumped from Rosa Acosta's lap to all of a sudden Safari's countertop in 2.5 seconds. I was like, dang girl, all in the same night. So later on in the episode, Nikki had met up with Tara Marie and Nia Riley. And real quick, y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I forgot Nia Riley was even on the show because I'm telling you, all together for scene minutes for Nia Riley is like 2. I done forgot all about her. I was like, dang girl, where you been? Where you been at? So anyways, they had met up. They was at a dance studio. They was learning how to do some lap dance and stuff, it looked like. And then they kind of was sitting down and talking, and Tia Marie was saying the whole reason why she brought Nikki here was not only because she hasn't seen her in a minute and she hasn't seen Nia clearly from the show, but also she wanted to see what was going on with Nikki's dating. All they know is she's dating 2 people, and Nikki finally told them she is dating Rosa Acosta and she is dating Safari. So Tia Marie was like, oh, okay, you make me want to go ahead and switch over to a girl because Rosa Acosta, I know her. I know she's good looking chick. But then when she says Safari, they was bashing Safari. Safari got a lawsuit. Safari was in a nasty breakup. Nia was telling Nikki she didn't even think Safari was her type. I like Safari personally. I don't think he's damaged or anything like that. I just think he's trying to move on, and the media and people are not letting this man move on. But how 2 single chicks gonna tell you about a relationship? Girl, if you happy with Safari and his coconut oil on his chest and his fur coats, girl, go for it. On to my 4th highlight. So, coconut oil, aka Safari, is suspecting Nikki is out there cheating. So, I earlier in my highlights, I was talking about how A1 had met up with Fizz. Well, Safari had popped up on the scene as well with his polar bear fur hood on, and he was telling it was so funny. He said, okay, so Fizz, I know that you was dating Nikki. Fizz was like, okay. and so and so Safari was telling Fizz how he was feeling about Nikki, how 1 minute she's all up on him, the next minute she ain't. 1 minute he can contact her so easy, or she call him back, the next minute she don't. And Fizz was basically saying, look, you probably not the only one. It's probably a third party out there. She already told me that she was dating around, so I'm sure she told you the same thing. It ain't nothing serious. So welcome to Hollywood. Do your research, but she's probably with somebody else as well. You're most likely not the only one. So of course Safari had to do his own investigation, and he went to Nikki's photo shoot for her new by Nikki line with her models there, and she rubbing some baby oil up on them. And Safari, of course, it ain't nothing like coconut oil rubbed up on your muscles. And I'm like, bruh, like, we get it. Coconut oil and fur, we got it. So Safari had confronted Nikki and was like, what's going on? You making it hard for me to contact you. What's happening? And Nikki was saying, you're insecure. You need to work on yourself. How you turn the argument around on me? First off, I would have been like, girl, please. But Safari cannot resist Nikki, and for now he's taking basically her words at face value, but I think he's still suspicious. On to my 5th highlight. So let me just go ahead and do a recap of all the performances from tonight. Shonda's performance was pretty much dope. The only thing that was kind of weird, did you see them white people that was there with them fur coats on and a ponytail to the side? I was like, girl, where you going? Like, why are y'all out there in Hollywood with them fur coats on? Okay, so really quick, let me just go ahead and give you guys the title of the song. So if you ever want to look it up, it is on iTunes, and it is Shonda Denise, and it's called Closer. I also got to play a snippet of Kyrak, aka Kyesha, whatever her name is, her whack performance. I'm gonna go ahead and play a snippet of what she was talking about, y'all.
If Shonda don't want to hear me out, I put it all in the song. Maybe she'll hear me out when I'm on stage. They say the truth hurts. Don't clap several lies. So cold with it when it comes to bands. We go get it, bitch. Understand? I don't need you, man. You just love to cheat it. You so with it. At my face, before I put you in your place. Better bag up like 50 feet. Oh, give me my space. Give me my space. When he mad at you, he come to me for 12 years. We've been creeping for 12 years. We've been cheating. That's week nights plus weekends.
I told y'all it was a whack performance. Boo! Girl, get yourself a life. Girl, get your life all the way together. And finally, Lyrica Garrett had a performance on the show as well. Honestly, I don't know what song she was singing. And the fact that she never had the mic near her mouth was really disturbing to me because I was like, how are we supposed to know what you're saying if you don't even have the mic near your mouth? There you have it, y'all. That was the 3 performances for tonight. Let me go ahead and spill that hot tea for you guys. Let's get it started. So for my hot piping tea, if you guys have not watched the show tonight, Willie Taylor has some new music called Jackpot, and I'm feeling this song. Let me go ahead and play a snippet. So that was just a snippet of Willie's Jackpot. If you guys have iTunes, it is out now. Please make sure you go ahead and support, unless you are dragging him like everyone else in his comments, calling him a cheater. And speaking of people being dragged in their comments, so I have to bring this up. Brandy Lux and Max, they were not on the show tonight. However, Brandy had a birthday party for her son. She had her little homemade cake. She just kind of was like, did it at home. It wasn't like a big, humongous, ginormous, specialty, all out party planning situation. She was getting dragged in her comments by people talking about, are you going to take the baby's gifts and put it towards the boutique like you took his savings? I mean, bruh, they was calling her all types of names, bad mom. Tiny had shouted out Brandy and was telling her son happy birthday on her Instagram, but the drag session. Anyways, on to some happier news. Nia Riley, daughter, finally got a picture of her from her Instagram, and she is super cute. Even though Nia is not really on the show that much, and I totally forgot about her for 5 seconds, her daughter really done glowed up, and she's so cute. So that is it for all my tea, you guys. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I will see you guys next week.